All right, good afternoon, 5USC. My name is Lil Jun, and I'm joined here by my good friend Ethan Jun. I hope you're all doing well. We're just about to get to a pretty interesting match: Massachusetts A versus Louisiana A.
Good morning, all. This is a very good matchup. Just a refresher on the rosters. Massachusetts A, we have their captain Alua, and then Zefkiel, Selatar, Evescent, Tower of Heaven, and Zoop. And on Louisiana A, we have Gino Uwu, California, Diesel Vingay, Communified, Crimson Sound, and Floof. So this is going to be a very fun matchup. These two teams are both very good. Massachusetts A especially is very good with no mod and consistency. Also putting up very good low AR scores we've seen in the tournament. Louisiana A also very good at consistency, but also incredible at tapping. Going to be a very fun matchup. Excited to see what these players will perform for us. We're seeing an easy ban from the side of Louisiana, which makes sense considering how good Massachusetts is at low AR, and with Louisiana not having the best easy roster in the tournament, so it's to be expected to see an easy ban.
Yeah, and Massachusetts just being very strong at easy, so it makes sense.
Massachusetts opting for a double tapping ban also makes a lot of sense. Although Noma 2 is a little bit more of a flowy focus, and DT2 is a bit more of a speedy focus. I think with their tapping roster is still very strong, but against Louisiana, it makes sense to ban out one of their best skill sets. Louisiana opting for the hidden 2 ban as their last ban. Again, makes sense.
Yeah, Louisiana is just a very mechanics-focused team, it seems.
With those bans, we might end up seeing a pick from Massachusetts, like free mod 2, or maybe a hidden pick. Oh, it seems we're going to go into Glitter again, but this time the real map. They played this for the warm-up. They played the same song for the warm-up, but now they're playing the actual map. This map is very difficult. It's a nice little alt map in the hidden pool, but there is the pentagon pattern that everyone knows and loves and is going to break on, likely. Getting into this is the best map in the tournament. This is true. It's gonna be a very fun one to watch.
Alright, and we got some players in the lobby: Zefkiel, California, and Zoof, Evescent, and Communified.
For most picks, you're going to expect to see Zefkiel on the side of Massachusetts and California on the side of Louisiana. They're pretty much their team's anchors and carry players a lot of the time, so it makes sense to see them in lobby. Zoop and Evescent are also very good when it comes to hidden, so it makes sense to see both of those players hop in. For Louisiana, we see Communified, and we're probably going to see one more, maybe Gino. There we go. There's Gino. The absolute goats. This guy's name is a state. This is true. It is California.
Yeah, and they're from Louisiana, which is kind of funny.
California and Louisiana, they're pretty similar if you think about it. Not really, but if you think about it really hard, there's some similarities there.
Gotta do some hard thinking. All right, we're going into the map. Right off the bat, accuracy is looking very interesting from some people, showing some comfortability level. But Zefkiel is still SSing, only SS, showing their comfortability.
Some early breaks from Communified and Gino, but it's still early in the map. Oh, Evescent there to trade it as well, but California also finding a break. Oh, struggling a lot on the sit-in. Oh my god! And we actually see we actually see 3 players hit the Pentagon pattern. I think California also hit it, which is crazy to see. That pattern is. If you hit that pattern, you're probably a cheater.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably.
Anyways, Massachusetts is already looking very comfortable on this. Zefkiel holding an insane combo with very good accuracy. Eveson also there supporting very well. Louisiana still having some recovery combos from every single one of their players, but the accuracy is not looking great on California. Finding another break as well.
Gino actually having a very respectable accuracy of 96.5.
As we get into the Ki here, Massachusetts is holding strong. We really need to see a break from Zefkiel if Louisiana wants any chance of stealing their first pick.
Gino finds a break. That is very unlucky for Louisiana. And it's just Communified holding strong for Louisiana with California as a recovery combo.
It's only matching both of Massachusetts' recoveries, though. They're still holding very strong. Eveson is struggling a little bit on the accuracy, but that combo is starting to grow and is going to help Massachusetts gain even bigger of a lead, already at 200k.
Halfway through the map.
At this song. Get your copy pastas ready, guys. This is an absolute jammer.
True. And Lee is just growing even more in this slow part.
Zefkiel is just really good when it comes to these hidden tech picks. It's really, I think we're going to need to see him absolutely get demolished here if Louisiana wants a chance, but I don't think it's going to be able to happen. With the recoveries on Massachusetts still being enough to bring their team a victory, even if Zefkiel breaks.
Yeah,
especially with that break from California.
This lead is definitely just too big, I think.
400k now and growing into the last quarter of the map. It's not looking great for Louisiana.
Communified holding strong, but it's just not enough.
Communified trying his best, but Gino also finding a break with California. But Massachusetts is holding incredibly strong. These recoveries are really good. Holding from their early breaks in the map and just absolutely dominating over Louisiana on this pick.
All eyes on Zefkiel.
Eveson finding a break, but it is all eyes on Zefkiel as he continues to FC the map with 98.4.
He just looks so comfortable on this.
And that, I think, is going to pretty much be the end of the map. I think Zefkiel's going to close out with this FC. That is an insane score. Hitting that pentagon pattern at the beginning of the map. Zefkiel hit the pentagon. Has to be said once during every match, probably.
Probably. A very impressive score from Zefkiel and Zoof, Eveson, and Communified. Very, very nice job.
Still respectable scores from the side of Louisiana, but unfortunately just not enough support to be able to beat out Massachusetts on their first pick.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sidusine, for the glitter command in chat. Now we can all remember our favorite map of this quarterfinals pool. Can we just play this map like 8 times? I think that's probably the best way to handle a match sometimes. Let's just listen to this all day, guys. And Louisiana gonna go straight into the mod 5. Makes sense after we see the double tapping ban from Massachusetts, and given that Louisiana is very good at tapping. This map is a little bit more stamina heavy, I think, than DT2. The bursts are a bit longer, but it's still very fast. With it being a very short map, really every combo in this map matters, and being able to hit the beginning is gonna be what you need. Inside of Massachusetts, we're probably gonna see Tower of Heaven, or Dank X42, I think is also his name. He's one of Massachusetts' insane speed players. I'd imagine we'll also see Celatar, and I'm unsure who the last one will be.
Celatar is very good.
Celatar is very good. You usually don't see Zefkiel in on too many speed picks.
But if they have nobody else, then it could make sense to bring in Zefkiel.
Wouldn't be a no-soup pool with or OSU tournament pool without one Toho map in the pool. So here's your Toho map.
Just waiting on this last player here. We're going to see who it is, I guess.
Louisiana, we're seeing California once again, Communified as well, and Crimson Sound making a debut. Another one of Louisiana's very good tapping players. We're going to see Zoop in the lobby, actually. Another very good fill tapping player, so not surprised to see him in lobby here.
I mean, this map is pretty intense. It's 233 BPM. So we're going to see who's comfortable with that high level BPM.
If anyone FCs, they're cheaters. Speed is a fake skill set.
What?
It's or actually not a fake skill set. My apologies. An impossible skill set. That's a better way to put it. Wait for this little intro. I was commentating another match and they did not skip the intro.
That's a
Starting
shame.
off, this beginning section is really important to comp, and California finding a break. Zoop there to trade it out. Crimson Sound as well finding a break. This beginning is, and such a short map, it's really bad if you miss this beginning. Celatar also finding a break, trading out the break from Crimson Sound, and Louisiana is finding a very, very slight lead at the beginning of this map. The accuracy is in favor of, I believe in favor of Massachusetts, just a slight bit.
It's very close though.
Actually no, it's in favor of Louisiana.
Yeah, and Tower Heaven Communified still holding their FCs, I think.
Crimson finding another break that's not going to be great for them. Right now the recoveries on inside of Massachusetts are better, but the accuracy on Zoop is making it a little hard, but the score difference does find a time to flip. Zoop does break, and the score difference goes back over to Louisiana. California also finding a break. But they're breaking again, and now the score difference is, it's really just negligible at this point. We're really watching to see if Communified and Tower of Heaven can close out their FCs. Halfway through the map here, score advantage is currently in this favor of Massachusetts. Massachusetts with Tower of Heaven holding an insane accuracy. Celatar with a very good recovery, just a little bit above Louisiana's recovery from both Crimson Sound and California. Louisiana really needs to see a break from Tower of Heaven or maybe Celatar to have a chance at taking this point back.
The lead is very, very slowly growing on the side of Massachusetts, however.
With a little bit of a slower section here, though, it's really giving Mass more chance to build up combo and get a chance of, and give them more.
Finding a break on the somewhat slow section.
And now no one's matching that FC from Communified. Crimson Sound has a very good recovery.
It just goes straight over to Louisiana.
Louisiana, though, having a much bigger score lead now. Zoop finding a break. And now the recoveries on Louisiana are better. The combo is just better on their team.
The lead is growing pretty fast.
Zoop finding another break. Massachusetts only has Celatar, but Communified is still FCing. Crimson Sound with now 800 combo, and California putting up a lot of good support with a 500 combo.
We have a very small slice of the map left. I think it's over for this pick. I think Louisiana gets this.
Louisiana winning their pick looked very close there at the midpoint of the map. That is a very, you hate to see it if you were a fan of Massachusetts, but Louisiana put up a very solid performance on that.
3 S ranks on the board from Tower of Heaven, Celatar, and Communified. Very impressive scores.
The accuracy on Louisiana is just a lot better, though. Unfortunately, Zoop wasn't able to keep up with California's 95. Crimson Sound also putting up a very, very respectable 96.38% accuracy. First time not FCing, you hate to see it. The slider breaks catch us off sometimes.
Indeed they do.
Unfortunate.
And Louisiana ties it up with their first pick. I imagine Massachusetts picks into something more gimmicky again.
Given how much they want, or given how they want Hidden 3, it's likely we'll see either potentially another Hidden pick or a free mod pick. The free mod picks, especially free mod 1, is very, very control heavy, and I think it does favor Massachusetts given how easily they won that hidden 3. Also could lead into a no mod 3, no mod 4 pick as a result.
Yeah, it could. I think I could see free mod 2 being picked, maybe.
Free mod 2 as well, just because it's a bit on the game maker side, but with it being free mod, Louisiana has a better chance of having a roster that can try to match up against Massachusetts.
And it is going to be a no mod 3.
Another banger. This map is very difficult though. It's very control heavy with some very inconsistent patterns that are very difficult to hit. But given how it was present a little bit in the hidden 3, this is a pretty good pick for Massachusetts. We love teams that pick all such a good skill set.
Yeah, and this map is also very, very hard to be really consistent at, because it's also the longest map in the pool and it's an alt map, so.
I'd imagine we're probably going to see Zefkiel enter the lobby once again. We could, given it's not hidden, Celatar has a pretty good chance of being in the lobby here as well. I'd imagine their last player could potentially be Alua or maybe Zoop again.
There he is. Alua shows up for his first map in the match.
That's our goat.
And I believe this is also Diesel Van Gay's first map in the match as well.
Yep.
Their first appearance.
Both teams debuting a new player on this. Celatar actually not coming in, Evescent instead. Still a very strong player though, makes sense to put him in on these control alt picks. Starting off, just a little bit of a score lead for the side of Massachusetts, given the accuracies of Alua and Zefkiel. Diesel Van Gay actually finding a break. California as well, traded by Evescent. The early breaks don't matter too much, given how long this map is. We really need to see players be able to hold combo throughout very long sections, so beginning breaks aren't too big a big deal, as long as they can hold through the more difficult parts of the map, specifically around the key eyes. Oh, but Communified and California finding a break, leaving no FCs on the side of Louisiana. This is not looking great going into the first key eye for them.
Yeah, it's going to be a full
and
reset.
Alua still holding. Evescent and the entirety of Louisiana breaks right before the beginning of the first key eye. Alua and Zefkiel still holding strong.
And we are already at a 100k lead in the first quarter of the map.
Not great to see for Louisiana fans. Communified and Diesel also finding another break. Evescent there to trade it out. California also finding a break. Zefkiel and Ala are just absolutely gaming here, putting up or FCing this first key eye. With a 200k score lead. With a 200k score lead already a third of the way into the map, this is not looking great for Louisiana. With another slow section for Alua and Zefkiel to gain even more combo and build up that score advantage even more is really tough for Louisiana. They really need to see both these players break soon if they want a chance of bringing this back.
Halfway point in the map, we just gonna keep growing as long as Zefkiel and Alua keep holding.
And as we get, Alua does find a slider break on the reverse slider, but Zefkiel still holding strong. Louisiana's also finding a full team reset again. California another break, traded by trading the break from Evescent. But Zefkiel is just showing the world why he is so strong on this roster. Still holding an incredible accuracy FC through the second key eye. And Louisiana has no combos to be able to match against Zefkiel at the moment. Although finding a pretty good recovery as well.
And I mean, what can you say? It's just the Zefkiel show, I guess. Like, this combo is insane.
25 finding a break right before the last Ki, but Zefkiel is just still holding strong. All of Massachusetts still holding their combos. Diesel Vingate finding a break, Communified and finding another break. Avescent trading out one of the breaks, but it's still just Zefkiel holding 1200 combo into the ending here.
Wow, hits that insane flowing pattern. That is actually nuts.
Although finding a break, but so is all of Louisiana there. This is just, Zefkiel is just absolutely popping off right now. Who let this guy back on 5USC? What the heck? As we'll get into the ending, the only question on everyone's minds is, will Zefkiel FC this map?
Can he do it? We're about to find out. Oh!
And with that, that's pretty much it. The ending is it. I think that's it. Zefkiel's going to close out this map with an FC, a crazy score.
Very
an
impressive.
Incredible display of consistency from Zefkiel. I think both the hidden 3 and then the Nomad 3 back to back. That is insane to see.
The consistency is just actually abnormal.
Unfortunate for Louisiana. This is unfortunately just a very, very difficult map in the pool. And when it comes to these kind of like alt control-y picks, Zefkiel is just insane, it seems. Disgusting.
Although putting up a pretty good score as well, 700 combo, 400k score.
That is a very 400k on this map is a very good score.
Respectable.
Very good scores all around from all the players. With Louisiana getting back their pick, I'd assume we're going to see another tapping pick, potentially one of the DTs, and we're going to see DT4.
Instantly picked.
Another very, very short map, but this one is a little bit more focusing on the finger control as opposed to stamina and speed. Zefkiel's not happy. In all fairness, after seeing those two performances on both Hidden 3 and Nomad 3, I don't think Louisiana wants a chance for Zefkiel to come into the lobby and absolutely demolish them.
Yeah, I mean, Louisiana's kind of just saying, like, Massachusetts, we don't care that you picked Gimmick. We're just going to keep on picking mechanics. Have fun with that.
We did see Massachusetts still put up a very respectable scores on that Nomad 5 though, so there is a chance that they could still take this back. But Louisiana is just hoping that they can perform great and outperform the state of Massachusetts here. Likely seeing a very similar roster. Potentially Zefkiel could play this map though. I think we're going to see Selatar, and we're probably going to see, or maybe going to see Tower of Heaven, although he's more of a speed player, I don't know about the finger control. We'll just have to see.
For now, we get Avescent though, so.
Also a very solid player when it comes to these, so it makes sense.
Yeah, and we also see California. Oh, that's Fluff's first appearance in the match, I think.
Yep. Fluff also a very solid player.
And I believe these are the lines we're going to get.
Yep. Zefkiel going to be in this time for the tapping pick. And after that performance on Nomad 3, all eyes on Zefkiel to see if he can also perform just as well on these tapping picks.
Yeah, I mean, Zefkiel's consistency has just been insane this match.
Now this map is very short, so any early breaks really could just sell the team score. But both teams looking still pretty strong, about even in terms of accuracy. Although Louisiana finding a lot more right now, off the back of the low axe from Selatar and Avescent.
California holding on to 98.8 right now. Very impressive.
Zefkiel finding the first break. Not the person you want to see break, especially for having the highest accuracy on the side of Massachusetts. Not going to be great.
That's just gonna give an instant 60k lead to Louisiana and growing.
Louisiana still holding through this section. We really only have a quarter of the map left. There's only 150k difference. Massachusetts needs to hold them. We need to see some breaks from Louisiana if Massachusetts wants a chance of taking this back. But if Essence also going to find a break, that's going to skyrocket the score lead in favor of Louisiana. If Zefkiel finding another break, it's not 500k for the score lead here.
Celts are the only person to hold on for Massachusetts.
Crimson Sound trading a break, but I think it's too late at this point. Floof and California, they do find breaks right at the end there, but I don't think it's enough time. Celtivar really doesn't have much score to gain, especially with the 90% accuracy. And with the 500k score lead, Louisiana is going to take this pick. Winning another tapping pick here. With an insane scores from California, Floof and Crimson Sound all dropping 700k. Celatar with a really good 87% accuracy, FC I think. But unfortunately the support just was not there.
Very impressive team score from the side of Louisiana.
Taking their pick, tying up the match once again. And now the ball is back in Massachusetts' hand. Given their lean towards control, Fremont 1 I think is a very solid pick. With that map being very control heavy and being very difficult to combo. Yep, they're gonna go with Fremont 1.
I think this match is just gonna be like a game of who's gonna run out of picks first. By the way, it looks.
There's not too much tapping left for Louisiana pick, but there's also not much more. There's less control and more generic maps as we get into the rest of the pool for Massachusetts. This Fremont 1 is very difficult. It's a little bit on bigger circles for those hidden players, and then the aim control is just very difficult. A little bit dense for the no mod players, but we could just see some overmods. I'd imagine we are going to see Zefkiel in on hidden, and most likely Aloha and Celatar. Aloha with Hard Rock, Celatar with no mod for the side of Massachusetts. I mean, if we could get an easy player, that would be very cool. We did have one in the minor league. Ocean Boy took easy in his match against Washington B. But unfortunately, I do not think Louisiana can pull out an easy here. Would be funny to see though. Most likely going to see California once again communified, and then one more. We're going to see Floof coming in for another map here. A map I would more expect them to be on. It's much more techy, alty kind of pick, so I would expect to see Floof come in on these. Imagine we'll probably see Floof on the Hard Rock, California on the hidden. Could be wrong though. Communified also could run hidden. What do you think of this song, Tornado?
Yeah, it's very chill.
Opinion. It is a very chill song. There's a lot of chill songs, but also bangers in this pool. That's props to the. I always say this, but props to the poolers. Love the song choices we have in this pool. I think everyone's happy with the hidden 3. Maybe not the map, but the song is a banger. Absolutely. Taking a little to start here. Quick intermission, I guess. How's everyone's 5USC afternoon today? That Pentagon in the beginning of Hidden 3 is rough, but Zefkiel managed to hit it and FC it, so... It's morning? Well, you know what? Only for some of us. unfortunately, I'd imagine they're maybe playing the map right now. I think it's just a little bit of bugs on the streaming client, unfortunately.
Yeah, technical difficulties.
You know what that means, Tornado? You gotta give some content for the chat while we wait for this to come back.
Dude. Nah, I'm just gonna start ghost commentating. Oh, wait.
No,
Neptune holding on to an insane combo. Wow.
Wow, California is still holding an SS.
This Definitely, is insane.
This is true and real.
Wait, Alva went 3 mod. What? No way.
3 mod. You went hidden Hard Rock flashlight. Yeah, I think the map probably didn't download but it's okay. Maybe. All you can do is just everyone send out your hopes and prayers for the team you want to win. I can deliver the results now. Zefkiel dropped a hidden FC. Putting another FC in the bag and winning the point by 600k for Massachusetts, all the way putting up a 400k score on the no mod. Celatar with 388k on Hard Rock. Louisiana still putting up very respectable scores. Communified dropping 521k on the hidden, and California dropping 360k on no mod. Floof unfortunately dropping in the accuracy department, but holding combo, getting a 300k with Hard Rock.
That is a very convincing win for the side of Massachusetts right there.
Unfortunate to see for Louisiana, but at the same time, we've been seeing Massachusetts excel so much on these more control-y picks in the pool, so it's not a surprise to see, especially Zefkiel FC, another map in this pool. And Louisiana is going to go into DT3, I believe. Another pick that makes a lot of sense. Very heavy on the stamina. Very difficult map we have here. Imagine we will probably not see Zefkiel on this, but there's always a chance.
Always a
likely
chance.
Likely gonna see Tower of Heaven come back in, as well as Celatar.
I also imagine Evescent comes in for this.
Either Evescent or Zoop, I think, could either be heading into the lobby for this. They're both pretty good speed players. I don't know which one is better when it comes to these more stamina intensive picks. We're probably going to see California and Communified once again for the side of Louisiana.
Yeah, I think this
likely. Okay, well, I think we're just missing the chat, but that's okay. Maybe. We're gonna see Crimson Sound as well. Makes sense. It's a very solid tapping roster for Louisiana. They've won a couple of picks before. We saw them won the DT4, the No 5. So a DT3 pick makes a lot of sense.
They just overall have like a higher consistency on these kind of mechanical picks, I guess. But
when it comes to tapping, especially, Louisiana is very solid.
You never know.
Massachusetts has been putting up a pretty good fight on them. The score lead, especially on No 5, was pretty small. I think we could see this go either way if Massachusetts can put up a really good score here. Getting into this first 10-minute section, Celatar finding a break, but the accuracy is still allowing Massachusetts to keep somewhat of a score lead that is going to fall now. We're seeing a lot of backdrops from Celatar in California and Pacific, but Crimson Sound is holding a 98 at the moment, with Tower of Heaven matching a 97. Evescent trying their best, but also holding a very low accuracy, but keeping the combo up to try and match Communified.
Celatar seems to have recovered because they are assessing some of these bursts now.
Well, Louisiana is still holding strong with a better recovery on the side of California.
Tower of Heaven finding a break. Essential miss for Louisiana.
That's really bad for Massachusetts. Their highest FC is now gone. It's just Evescent holding on to try and match Communified and Crimson Sound, with California having a great recovery combo now. But these players on the side of Louisiana are looking very comfortable. Crimson Sound still holding a 97% accuracy.
Yeah, I mean, Louisiana really need that break from Tower of Heaven, since everybody in the lobby is just, Communified. The slow break. Oh, that is unfortunate.
On a buzz slider, that is tragic. But I think their accuracies are still letting them gain some score here, with Crimson Sound especially just holding incredible accuracy. Massachusetts with just a little bit of recovery on their highest act player, but it's still just slowly going towards Louisiana, or maybe not. if we see another break from Louisiana, we could potentially see this flip over to the side of Massachusetts. The score lead is not super large, but we're getting into the last quarter of the map. Avescent still holding strong, Seletar as well. California does find a break though. That's going to leave just Crimson Sound to match against the two high combos from Seletar and Avescent. And the score lead is starting to decrease.
Massachusetts. Oh, last quarter of the map. Here we go. If anybody breaks off from Massachusetts, it is actually over, I think.
But the score lead is going so low. California finding a break. Another one too. The score lead is so small, and it's going to flip over to Massachusetts. And but Avescent finds a break. But Seletar is still holding strong to match against Crimson Sound. Tower of Heaven as well with a very good recovery combo to match Communified. And we're getting, and I think this is going to be Massachusetts' point, taking the first break point of the match away from Louisiana with an insane performance from Seletar and Tower of Heaven, as well as Avescent holding incredible combo throughout the entire map. And that is crazy to see.
That is a very, very close map.
Louisiana put up such a great fight on that with incredible combos from all three of their players, and especially good accuracy from Crimson Sound. But unfortunately, Massachusetts just gamed. They put up very good combos from both Seletar and Avescent, and Tower of Heaven put up an insane accuracy to be able to match.
Crimson Sound FC'ing the map with 95. That is a very impressive score, but unfortunately, it's just not enough to win the point.
And that's going to be the first break point of the match. Can Massachusetts now convert it to bring themselves to match point? Starting to run low on the control picks, but we do have Nomad 4, and they are going to go with that. Going into the tech pick of the map, or tech pick of the pool in the Nomads with we have seen Massachusetts do insanely well on these tech alt picks. It's likely we're gonna see Zefkiel put up another performance that is going to be incredible. Louisiana just has to hope that Zefkiel does not put up another performance that'll absolutely bring Massachusetts to another victory, or to another map point.
Zefkiel very well just could pop off and just carry his team to victory here on this point, I think. But you never know what could happen, I guess.
Even still, the rest of Massachusetts is also very strong when it comes to these tech picks. Seletar is very good when it comes to anything Nomad. Alu as well is a very good tech player in the 5USC stage. Louisiana, we also have some very good players here though. We're likely seeing California. Floof is going to come back in. And Crimson Sound potentially staying in, I believe. Or maybe we could see... we could also see anyone else come in. I think Diesel Vin Gay might be a little bit good at these. Communified as well. We'll just have to see.
It seems like the map is starting hour, so these are the lineups. This is a relatively short map.
This one is a bit on the shorter side, especially in the Nomad pool. I think it's the second shortest Nomad map.
Chill intro to start the map.
Getting his fighters. Oh, we see a double break from Crimson Sound and Floof. That is not great to see at the beginning of this map.
A slider
not
just
matched
caught
by
him off
anyone.
guard. Crimson Sound breaks again.
Another reverse slider catching him off guard. Avescent does find a break to trade that out, but Floof also finding a break. And now it's just two combos versus one. California versus Zefkiel and Seletar. Zefkiel holding incredible accuracy, holding up to 97 with Seletar pretty far behind with an 86, but matching California finds a break. Crimson Sound as well. And now Massachusetts has an insane combo lead with only Floof having a recovery combo on the side of Louisiana. Crimson Sound finding another break, not matched by anyone on Massachusetts.
Yeah, the accuracy is very in favor of the Massachusetts right now because Zefkiel is holding a 96 right now.
We're already seeing such a big score lead start to build. Already at 200k as Crimson Sound finds another break there. These players on Mass just don't seem to want to break. Seletar, even though holding a very low accuracy here, still holding an FC. But Zefkiel is just showing the world why he is the absolute GOAT at these picks. 96 right now. Over halfway through the map. Floof finding another break. Zefkiel Selatar still holding. Evescent with an insane recovery. Does find a break, but we're still seeing insane scores from Selatar and Zefkiel. 500k score lead, and we're just seeing so many breaks on the side of Louisiana. California trying their best to bring this back for them with really good recovery, ack, and combo. But just the rest of Louisiana is struggling to find any sort of combo on this map. 700k. California now finding a break. And Zefkiel is just popping off once again. Selatar as well with this insane scores. Score difference gaining up to 900k, and it's safe to say that this is another pick for Massachusetts, or another point for Massachusetts, bringing them to match points.
Now we're just going to see if Zefkiel and or Selatar can FC this map.
It's just a little bit left. I think it's pretty much guaranteed. We're going to see a double FC out from Massachusetts.
Very
insane accuracy from Zefkiel, showing the world why he's so good at this game. And that's another FC in the bag for Zefkiel. That is crazy. I think that's 4 now in this match.
Yeah, I mean, Zefkiel just completely gaps the lobby in terms of accuracy there.
California did put a pretty respectable 93. That is very good, as well as a pretty good combo. But unfortunately, Selatar just matched that very well with his own FC of 91, putting up a 760k score. Massachusetts is just so strong at any sort of tech pick. Tech alt, control, anything like that is just really good for this Massachusetts team. And with that, there's not much left for Louisiana to pick here. There's not much tapping left in the pool, or if any at all, really. They really just have to go into something like maybe Hard Rock 1. It's a little bit on the higher BPM side. Same with Hidden 1, but it's just hard. It's very hard to find the next pick if you are Louisiana here.
They're going to have to go out of their comfort zone for this next pick, I think, which is very bad for them because they are on match point right now, or they are against match point.
To be one map away from losing the match and having picks that aren't super comfortable is not great, but they're going to go with Hard Rock 2, which is a very fair pick. They are pretty good at when it comes to precision. They have some good players with it, specifically Diesel Vin Gay is pretty good. California is pretty good at pretty much everything. We could also see players like Floof and Gino come in. I'd imagine on the side of Massachusetts, we'll likely see
Ottawa?
Ottawa most likely. I think Selatar as well, but we could also see, as always, we could see Zefkiel come in. Zefkiel's not necessarily a Hard Rock player, but he's still very good at Hard Rock.
It looks like we might get Zoop in the lobby, unless that's a lobby sit.
Zoops also could potentially play this map. I believe he's pretty good at Hard Rock. God, I said it once, I'll say it. Dude, I say this every match, but like, I love listening to these songs. They're very good.
Shout out to the poolers.
Shout out poolers and the rest of the 5USC staff for helping make this come to life. We love our 5-digit United States Cup.
We do. Okay, I don't think we were gonna get... Wait, actually? Last slot for Massachusetts. And we do see Ottawa, the GOAT, is back in the lobby. And we're just waiting on the last slot for Louisiana as well.
Are gonna see Zefkiel, that makes sense.
And it's Gino for Louisiana.
Crimson Sound, this is true. You've been putting up very good scores today. I'm very proud of your performance. We'd love to see it. We're gonna see Gino come in for the lobby for Louisiana. Makes sense. Another very good aim Hard Rock player. This lineup on Massachusetts is very scary. After seeing double FC from both Zefkiel and Selatar on the last pick, it's very scary to see them back in the lobby once again for your last pick here. Just gonna have to hope that we don't see them FC once again.
Massachusetts is probably gonna look to close this one out here.
Looking to find that last breakpoint to close out the match. Alrighty, we're seeing a lot of act drops from the side of Louisiana on the beginning of this map. Zefkiel and Ottawa are still holding pretty good accuracy. Ottawa unfortunately dropping the SS, but still early into the map. At the end of the day, this game is a combo game. If we see these high accuracy players drop on the side of Massachusetts, we could see Louisiana come to life here. But Gino finds a break early on.
Gino also drops a lot of accuracy, it seems, on some stream.
Gino struggling with the accuracy. California and Floof still putting up pretty good scores, matching Zefkiel and Selatar. But the score lead is still very much in favor of Massachusetts. Gino finding another break that I don't think is going to be matched by Massachusetts at the moment. Now the score lead is going to grow to 100k. We really need to see a break from Massachusetts if we want to see Louisiana come back here. Ottawa dropping a lot of stack on the streams there. But Zefkiel still holding strong with a 94.
Please load. Oh, there we go.
There we go. Welcome back. We're getting to another slow section here, and it's still just... Oh, Ottawa finds a random break.
Slow slider, no.
The combo's slightly in favor of Louisiana now, but the accuracy is just not there. Gino unfortunately holding it below an 80% at the moment. Floof with an 85. California trying their best as well. Floof on... Oh, no. But a unfortunate slider break right there. That's really, so really bad. With only a quarter of the map left, it's really going to take a miracle for Louisiana to come out here. They need to see breaks from Selatar and Zefkiel.
It's all up to California now.
Getting the last key out. California needs to hold through this section, and we need to see breaks from Massachusetts. Gino finding another break. Score lead growing to now 200k. And it's just not looking good. Zefkiel. Oh, but Zefkiel finds a break. This Ottawa as well, but Selatar is still holding strong. I don't know if it's enough. I think we need to see a break from Selatar if we want to see Floof finding another break. Zefkiel as well. California still holding strong against Selatar, but the score lead is not changing much. Floof finding another break right at the end of the map here. I don't think there's enough time for
you might see a double
FC to come back. I think both these players are going to FC, but it's unfortunately, I don't think it's enough for Louisiana to come back. Ottawa finding a break on that stream there. Shaking a little bit. Zefkiel finding a break too, but that's unfortunately going to be it for Louisiana. Massachusetts taking the last break point with an FC from Selatar, bringing themselves to a match victory.
Very, very impressive scores from both Selatar and California. They both FC'd the map with 91. But that is going to be GG's for Louisiana.
Very good scores from Louisiana. Just unfortunately, the accuracy was just not able to match Massachusetts, and that is unfortunately going to be it for Louisiana. GG's to Massachusetts. They will be moving on to face against the winner of Michigan versus Wisconsin A.
Congratulations to Massachusetts.
And that's going to be all for this stream. Thank you guys, and tune in for the next one. You have any last thoughts, Tornado?
Oliver, my goat.
All these players are good. Love to see performances from them. Thank you.
No bias, no bias. Thank you. Goodbye.